B-voy, you already know what it is. Best versions of yourself, that's what I'm trying to make y'all. Listen up and I help you learn something to help you use in your everyday lives to help improve and further along. When you get to master it, you can help your peers improve, and then if you got kids, you can help your kids improve. I'm always just trying to help out the people and get back to what they originally always knew, and unlock all the doors that were closed that we didn't know we had the keys to. That's what B-voy is. Alright, we are live. I'm sorry to keep y'all waiting, but I'm just glad y'all here again for another episode of the B-voy podcast. Today I'm going to start off a little different. I'm going to start y'all off with a quick clip from one of my favorite movies to get us rolling. You ready? Let's get it.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others.
Man, oh man, that clip gives me goosebumps every time I listen to it. It's such an empowering clip, and to listen to it, it's a famous poem. Obviously, they recited it in the movie here. By the way, if you haven't seen that movie, that name of that movie is called Coach Carter. It is a classic. If you haven't watched it, go watch it soon, sometime quick. All right, you gotta watch it. It's one of those type of movies. But it's an empowering poem that it makes me realize, like, okay, we are limitless beings, and fear is an enabler to hold us back from our true potential. And I like to say that's a thing that we learn at a young age. And because we grow into this life and we're little geniuses, we're experimenting, whoop-de-whoop-whoop, and our parents are hitting our hands and telling us not to do that and not to do this. But we're fearless, right? We're fearless creatures at a young age, and we're going out and we're experimenting. But then we learn from seeing our friends and seeing our family members. We learn fear. We learn that, I'm scared to do this because my friend, look at what he went through. He was scared. I'm scared from his experience of being scared. I don't like this animal. I don't like this insect because my mom is scared of that. And so we grow into these fears, and then it holds us back. I like to say fear is combated with the comfort zone, anxiety, and nervousness. I like to say those all run together. And fear, I like to say, is an example of face everything and rise, or forget everything and run. Right? These two different things, they combat each other, and you're either going to choose one or the other. The choice will always be yours. And so when we're young, we learn fear, and we learn that, okay, I don't want to go do this because of that, and I'm being scary, right? And I don't want to take that chance. Something bad could happen. I can have a bad experience. But we don't understand that there's two sides of a coin. That bad thing could happen due to your fear of not taking a leap of faith, but something miraculous can happen as well. When we conquer our fears, a piece of us inside says, what else can I conquer? What else can I do? There's videos all the time with people getting over their fear and jumping out of a plane, right, and hitting the parachute, and they say, I finally felt like I was living, and I accomplished something I never thought I could. It's like this, because I know we've all went through this. Maybe some of us are not as fearful as others, but it's like You're waiting in the line for get on a roller coaster. Oh my God, it's huge, it's big. Look at those drops. And you're already instilling fear in yourself before you even get on the roller coaster, right? I would like to say the roller coaster isn't even the bad part. It's waiting in the long, long line, waiting to get on that roller coaster is the bad part. The anticipation is the bad part of getting on, because you build up all the fear before you even get on. But I was one of those people. But I started to learn as I got older, okay, I get on it and it's going, and it's just like, okay, there's no way I can get out of it now. And then I go on the roller coaster, and man, it's a thrill ride, and it is scary, but it's something like, oh, I did it. I did it. I used to never be able to get on these roller coasters because of the anticipation, and I was scared, and I was like, nah, y'all go. I'm going to watch over here with mom, okay? Y'all go. And it's just like, I always was told like, oh, come on, you can do it, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, no. Fear held me back. It always held me back. Even examples of me, going in, because as you guys know now, I'm a big part of the wrestling world, but as a youngster, I'd go out there and I'd be sizing up my opponent, right? I'd be like, oh man, he's big. Look at his muscles. Like, oh, I'm going to have trouble with this guy. And my dad would always come up to me and be like, why are you sizing him up? Why are you looking at him like that? Get out of your head. You don't know how you look. You don't know if that person fears you. And so already before stepping out on the mat, sometimes you can put yourself in any type of competition, you can put yourself in a fear state and not have as much success because of your mentality. You can't have a fear mentality, a scary mentality, because if you have those kind of mentalities, you'll never be able to reach your potential. The things you're really supposed to do in your life path, right? Your life path can be knocked off for your true purpose of what you're doing because you're not going out there and accomplishing things that you should be accomplishing because of your lack, or because of all your fear that you've gained throughout your life, right? Fear makes us lose opportunities, makes us pass up opportunities that are right there in our face saying, come get me, this is for you, right? But we have this fear, we got the fear, and it's like we just need less of it and more caution. Like, this is a possibility that can happen, but this is a possibility that can happen as well. I'd rather take my chances and go with this possibility, because of the fact, what if it was something that's going to be good? Then I'm going to have regrets for the rest of my life. There's a good friend of mine in college, Claude Claybrook, right? I hope he's listening, and he's probably going to listen soon. But this guy, man, I'll tell you, in college, I seen him get turned down left and right from females. But what I learned from him was he never gave up. He didn't have a fear of getting turned down because he already knew that getting turned down was part of the game. That doesn't mean give up on the game. That doesn't mean be fearful and don't ask nobody else. That means, okay, she lost her opportunity. This other girl is going to help me, or they're going to gain something from this female losing that opportunity. And so I learned from him that, you got to accept the no's, and push forward and help that make you better, because there is going to be a person that's going to say yes. And so that was a big person in my college career that helped me in that field when it came to females. But fear, once again, would hold me back sometimes from opportunities that I didn't take. And it was like, it's right there. And I'm like, nope, I've had experiences in the past, and nope, I'm not going to do it. And so anyways, as we get older, we work these jobs that we don't want to work. But we're comfortable with them. We get comfortable in relationships. We get comfortable in our jobs. We get comfortable doing everyday things that not necessarily are helping us push forward, not helping us push towards our passion, getting us on our life path, our purpose, something that makes us feel really good. The comfort zone says, okay, I'm making this amount of money. I'm able to pay my bills. I can support my family, and I'm comfortable. I don't want to take any chances. Because if I take a chance, it could ruin everything. And it could jeopardize my money, how am I going to pay my bills? How am I going to feed my family? How am I going to make it to day? I don't know if I could take this chance on something that I really want to do, because it can jeopardize everything. And that, I would like to say, that's a mass fear from a lot of people. They don't want to step out and take a leap of faith on something they truly want to do in their life. And that holds a lot of people back. But once you take a leap of faith, you step out of that comfort zone, the circle, the box, you open that door, you put your foot in it, and you take a couple steps forward. It's like something in you says, I feel a lot better about this than what I'm doing. I'm actually feeling happy doing a little bit of this compared to doing a lot of this for all these years. And then you start to look at life like, oh man, I might have been wasting a lot of time. Yeah, I was making money and I was doing this and that. But imagine if I would have pursued my passion. All these years, I could have been where I want to be right now, doing something I want to do every day that I wake up, and I'm happy that I want to do it. But fear, of the unknown, is a huge, huge pinnacle that people get to that door, and they're right there, and they're ready to have that success, and then they choose not to open the door. It's a sad thing, and it's happened to all of us. We've missed opportunities because of the fact that we didn't know what was behind door number 3. But little did we know, if we would have stepped through door number 3, they could have been all our wildest dreams, the networking of the people, talking to, others that were doing the same thing we're doing, living that dream. But how do we live the dream if we don't try to make the dream real? It's like, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, blah, 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 blah. It's the negative mentality is the same. I like to say they're very close in comparison to a scary mental or fearful mentality. They're kind of right there, thick and stone together. I like to say these things are of low vibration. They're low vibrational thinking, and they hold us back. High vibrational thinking is being more positive, is taking those leaps of faith and conquering fears to help you grow. Continuous growth, compassion, love, all these things to help us rise up. Those are high vibrational patterns of thinking. So we just got to get out of this. We got to get out of the fear mentality and get more in the positive success, take chances, leaps of faith, higher vibrational mentality. That's where we got to get, you guys. We got to get there, because the day that everybody has this realization and starts doing everything that they actually want to do in life and not living on based off fear, that's the day when the world starts to change and we all start living better in our everyday lives, and we're able to teach that to our kids, and our kids start living better. And then that's just a big, huge generational change. And oh my God, it's going to be amazing. I can't wait. And I know it's slowly but steady. It's happening right now. This catastrophe that happened in 2020 is crazy, but it's helping everybody come together and wake up and realize that we got to start doing things for ourselves. And we got to start coming together, and we got to start rising up and being entrepreneurs and running our own businesses, because that right there is going to help with generational curses. It's going to help us rise up and ultimately get rid of that fear mentality. So I'm glad you guys came in to witness this. This is some powerful stuff, and I hope I influenced you just a tad bit to make better choices. Time is our ultimate resource. We can't get it back, so try not to waste it. Make changes, take chances, and hopefully, you go out there and you do what you're really supposed to do in your life. B-voy, best version of yourself, always coming up. Let's go.